Hey guys, I'm Morthadon, and we are back for Shogun Season 1, Episode 10, the finale, for now anyway. I'm sure there's going to be another season to this, but last episode we lost Mariko, which was probably one of the worst things that could have happened. She might have been my favorite character out of all of them, I think. I really like John's development, and I really like Toranaga. But the more I learn about Toranaga and how much trickery he is, I don't know if what he was saying in the beginning of, him being one of the only ones that wants to, protect the air and everything. I think there's a lot we don't know about him, and him saying he doesn't want to be Shogun, I think that could very easily be a bluff. I'm not saying that's a fact, but just he's tricked me with his lying already once, so what if that was a lie? But anyway, for stuff that actually happened rather than theorizing, yeah, it was a very stressful episode with Mariko, threatening to kill herself and trying to reveal the truth of what's going on here with the hostage situation. Either let me leave or, I'm gonna kill myself. Either way would have been a bad turnout for them. So they gave her the permit to leave, but then sent assassins in the night to kill them. Man, I really wish they were unsuccessful too. But I guess we left off with that explosion, right? So we don't even know what happened with John, Yabushige, all the other ones that went into that building that blew up, right? Or that blew up Mariko. So are they okay? I can't imagine we lost John, but maybe Yabushige as well? I guess we'll see. And Yabushige is the one that sold them out, so damn it. I was just starting to kind of like him a little bit more, even though he's devious and conniving, and then he goes and does that. So it is what it is. Let's start this episode and see what the finale has for us. Alright, we're gonna start here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. Language and violence. Fearless. Previously. Damn you, Toranaga. This was her part. I don't want to see it again. No, we didn't see it. That means they retconned it and it didn't happen, right? Who's this old guy? What is this? Is that John? It kind of looks like him super old, right? What? Is this now a story of him remembering? her body is actually in better state than I thought it was going to be in for standing right in front of the explosive. Damn it. No. You little shit. Damn it. Sad. So was that old John? Why did we see a flash forward? We've never seen that before. And then he it was almost like he was thinking back to this moment. Bye-bye. Does that mean we never have to worry about John dying because he's always going to make it there? Or was that not real? I don't know. The last time, baby. Let's go. I wonder if they'll go anime style and change this in the next season. Or if it'll keep it. It'll probably keep it. That's what I'm leaning towards. Alright. A dream of a dream. Who be swimming? Is that Toranaga? This is him, at least. Was that him swimming? Might have been. And then we just jump cut to him being on the land. Whoa. That bird's got some crazy hair. Oh, are the survivors leaving with the permit they were given? Yeah, so they lived. It's always interesting how they move across the floor like that, especially in that outfit. Seems like it'd be difficult. Hmm. No, they're gonna try to blame it on him. Unfortunately, maybe he did. I can't imagine that, though. Hmm. Hmm. Alright. Oh! Earthquake? Damn. Oh, yeah. That was a warning. Well, that's what he believes, anyway. The ears. Oh. Did he really believe that? Hmm. Yeah, but Shige lost his mind. Hmm. Be some shit if he caught a catfish in there. I don't know that Yabushige's smart enough to, like... I almost feel like he's playing him. But I don't know if Yabushige's smart enough to come up with that kind of a plan. Maybe he's just really shook from what happened. Oh. Be free. Your job is done. It was a cool aerial shot. I love how structured it is. It's very organized. Oh, we're back to this. And now we're back to this. Hmm. I'm gonna miss her too there, buddy. I feel like I recognize the voice, but I can't place who it is that talked to him. Alright, well, maybe it doesn't matter. Maybe I didn't recognize the voice. Well, what is to be done with John now? What? Oh. So is he going back to Izu with, Yabushige? Yeah. He's starting to learn. John's starting to pick up on it. He's a crafty son of a bitch. Hmm. Interesting. Yeah, I really like that. Like, not my god, not your god, just God. I want to talk more about that in the discussion. Shittest. Hmm. Oh. Oh, damn. I mean, not a ton of other choices he has. He's hurt, so he can't really make a run for it. I don't think he'd get far even if he could. There's either get ambushed or trust him. Hmm. Oh, really? The one that made the deal? Damn. That's nice. His face. Yeah, sad. Yeah. Yeah, he really liked her. I did too, buddy. I was gonna say that was part of what she said. Hmm. Huh. Felt like there was supposed to be more to that. I don't know if there was or wasn't. I believe that was another line she said, right? Like flowers are only flowers because they fall. No, jeez. Yamashige's like, let's just peace out. You're moving, buddy. Oh no, is that his ship? Damn. This is why they wanted him to go back. They wanted to see him even more defeated. Looks like it was burned. Lost Mariko, lost his ship. That sucks. Hmm. Interesting. I wonder if Ishido planned for this or not. Sent him back, had him like... It was almost like he planned on building his army up to help him, but I don't know if he's gonna have that now. Uh... Hmm... Interesting. Jeez. Oh. Oh shit. Damn. Oh shit. Is John gonna freak out? Can he understand enough of this? Damn. Damn. Kill yourself. Oh, damn. He's gonna... Shit. Really? No. Oh. Interesting. I wonder why he didn't want John to do it. Hmm. I mean, maybe he just doesn't trust John, just like killing him in another way. He said, I don't trust you. Maybe he doesn't trust John. Is it Fuji? You haven't seen her in a while. It is. Damn. Also meaning no Mariko. Here's your baby. What a thing to say. It's like, feel bad about your son's death. Yeah, more. No, I know. I know he did warn him, but... Oh. What does it say? Is it the poem that she was writing, or is it something more? Hmm. So maybe it was the poem. Hmm. I feel like it might have been real emotion there. I don't know that it would have been him that would have done it. I always wonder how much of it he picks up. Oh. She's leaving. He did pick up on it. If that's what she wants, though. Well. Damn. He's losing everybody. This is what she wants, though. No. I can understand. Like, a little bit selfish of what John asked, but I like that he didn't push the subject and then followed up with that. That was good. What does he want this time? I guess they have the guy in Izu that could translate. I was gonna say he also doesn't have a translator anymore. I feel like there's gotta be some people in, Man, that's dusty. It looked like it was covered in, like, sawdust or something. Oh yeah, I never talked about him drawing the line in the sand. Is that like the saying? The line in the sand. I draw it here. This is my line. Never talked about that though, I don't think. He was more cooperative than I thought he would be. Wait, does he have another one? Or is it too small to be a threat? Yeah, he still has one. Is it like the shorter blade? Interesting. Okay. Yeah, he's there, so... Oh. Oh. I mean, we knew he was a spy. Hmm. Nice. This is nice. That's why he said Mariko earlier. That was part of the arrangement. He lives, but the ship burns. Okay. That's why they went along with it. Yeah. Damn. Oh man, this is a good episode. I like the echo and everything too. Oh shit. Wait, what? What? What was that noise in the background? Huh. What are these jumps to the old hymn? No, John! Oh shit. Jeez. Oh. Damn. Does he know enough about shipbuilding to be able to build a ship? Like, I know he knows how to sail one. Oh, they were on spikes. Ugh. The heads are coming down, though, so... There's still a very small part of me that doesn't want Yabushiga to die, especially after finding out that he only thought she was supposed to be captured. It's still shitty that it ended up going the way it went and everything, but... I wonder if anything that John did would stop this from happening. I don't think so, though, right? That was just the village that it stopped. Damn. That wasn't your will? Kidding. Hmm. Oh. the Oh. Yeah, okay. Ah, so he knew. Interesting. That's what I'm saying, man. Toranaga is in some shit. Hmm. I like how Yabushige in this like last moments are just like fascinated in Toranaga and how he like sees all of the world. Hmm. Shit. What? Oh shit. Build up. Damn. But oh, really? Oh, really? Oh shit. Oh shit. Hmm. Poor John, he's just the jester. Hmm. Oh shit. I talked about this a little bit. Hmm. Is he just gonna do it? Is he not gonna make him do the first? Maybe he is doing the first. Oh, shit! He went in! No hesitation. Damn. Oh, the sound of the blood splatter after. That's so very anime. Oh. But why? No, not at all. Hmm. Trying to help her leave her past behind her. Oh. It's so sad that the second one is so small. Because it was the baby. This finale's been really good. Him saying goodbye to... Oh, are they pulling the remnants in? Are they using... Are they fixing that one? Oh. We haven't seen him since Mariko died. Buntaro. Is he gonna help? Oh, look at it. Hmm. Observing the wind, Toranaga. Damn. I wonder if it is I mean, it's burned, but is it possible to fix it? I have no idea. What does he see? What does he look at? Or did he see Toranaga? Yeah, I think they see each other. Okay. Is it him realizing it, maybe? That Toranaga is behind it? Or no? Hmm. The little intro song playing. Oh, man. Well done. That was a great first season. I want so much more. Alright. That is it for episode 10. Yeah, sorry if I feel like I didn't talk a whole lot during that one. I was just kind of taking it all in, you know? But it was just kind of a lot of really interesting moments that I didn't really want to talk over. I just kind of wanted to absorb there. But okay, so we had the scenes with old John. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. I don't know if it's supposed to be real or if it's him, like, imagining what life could be in the future. I don't know. I have no idea. The title was even called A Dream of a Dream, which makes me like, you know, that could go with Toranaga explaining to Yabushige what his goals are. Yabushige mentioning the dream of a dream of becoming Shogun. Like, it could have to do with what John was envisioning, you know? I have no idea. But, because, I mean, the only bad thing about showing that, like, whenever you show a situation where you see a character when they're older, if the only thing that made me be, like, unsure when John went to go stab himself, where I was like, I basically went off the idea that that it might have just been a dream and not actually real. I don't know if it was really showing us old John or not. But if it was really old John, the problem with that is, you know, I wouldn't have been, if I knew for a fact, I wouldn't have been scared with John going to stab himself. I'm like, oh, someone's going to stop it. Now, in the back of my mind, I was like, I do think someone's going to stop it because I can't really imagine the show without John. Like, I love following Toranaga, but he's so mysterious in everything that he does. He'd be a hard character to main focus on, I feel like. And with the loss of Yabushige and Mariko, there's not too many other characters that I would be like, let's follow them, right? So it was in my head that, like, I do think John is gonna live even through that scene, but yeah, I just don't like when I get definitive, like, oh, this is him when he's older, so you all know that he lives through this entire situation and potentially makes it back to England because he had, like, grandkids there and stuff. But either way, regardless of that, so we had someone with the theory that, or not during the council regents and stuff like that, the theory that what happened to Mariko and her death and everything was caused by Toranaga. I didn't really factor that in because I felt like it was a win-win, the situation before. I felt like the assassination wasn't necessary, and I still don't know who did it. Like, I know Mariko had the deal in order to burn the ship and save John, and Toranaga went along with that. But I don't know that he went along with the assassins going after that, and he even punished Yabushige for doing it. Granted, to be fair, even if Toranaga did it, technically Yabushige did it without knowing who ordered it, so it would have been still like a betrayal, you know, against Toranaga. So it's possible that Toranaga ordered the assassins, Yabushige let them in, and Toranaga still views what Yabushige did as a betrayal. I could see that making sense in his mind, but I have no idea. I feel like it could have gone either way. It's also kind of weird that, like, all the hostages were released, like, the day after, or shortly after Mariko's death, which is kind of interesting. I don't really know. It felt like the assassination attempt was to try to dissuade anyone from leaving, to be like, oh, this is what happens if you try to leave. But maybe I viewed it wrong, or not. I'm not sure, but yeah. So I really don't know who did it. Maybe we'll find out eventually, or maybe like finding out about that deal with Mariko was supposed to mean that this was always supposed to happen, and maybe the assassins was Toranaga. I don't know. But it was interesting that Yabushige thought that they were only supposed to capture Mariko, not kill her. So that's interesting. He wasn't... Because I was wondering why he was so out of it after the fact and everything, and why he looked so, like, shocked in the moment. I thought it was because it happened directly in front of him. Like, her death and the explosion and all that just rattled him. But I guess it's more so that he expected it to be a little more peaceful than it was, I think. Granted, he even helped kill some guards and everything, so he probably knew there'd be some death, but I think he thought Mariko would live. And I think that really rattled him. But I also wonder if that reaction was, like with Ishido sending Yabushige back to Izu to try to, like, rally his army to get ready to fight, did he know that it was, like... I guess I'm a little confused about how all that happened. Did Ishido know that Yabushige was going to be walking right into Toranaga's hands? I guess maybe they didn't know that he was seen. I guess that might have been what it was, is Ishido thought that he got away clean, but someone saw him letting in the assassins. So maybe that's why it ended up going that route, and then his nephew took over things there, and then he was forced to commit seppuku. I'm not sure. But at first, I thought Toranaga took that village from, I thought that's what, like, all the chaos that was going on and everything, but no, what it was someone burned the ship. Obviously, now we know it's Toranaga, but without revealing that it was Toranaga, he blamed someone in the village, so they were killing village folk, trying to find the people, threatening them, put the heads on the spikes and everything as a threat. And then John tried to be like, hey, I know who did this. It was Mariko. Don't blame the village. Blame me, if anything. I'm alive, and that's why this happened, and everything. And then went into the whole killing himself thing. But it's really funny with I guess I'll finish what I was saying first though. With that whole like the raiders coming in or whatever, at the very very beginning of that, I thought it was Toranaga taking over the place, and this isn't what Yabushige expected to return to. But I think he was just sent back here without them realizing that he was seen, is really, I think, the main thing. And I also wonder if Yabushige had it more together, like, maybe because he was losing his mind a little bit in front of Ishido, maybe Ishido was like, I don't really need you anymore, like, you are clearly not in the headspace to help me at all, so just go back home. Maybe if he was of better, like, mind and everything, maybe he would have kept Yabushige around and not done that. I'm not sure. But certainly interesting. Going back to the that whole deception and everything Toranaga said to Yabushige, that was like obviously some of the most interesting stuff, is finally getting a little look into the mind space of Toranaga, where he's like, Crimson Sky would have never worked, but doing it by sending an army in would have never worked because they were already united and all that. But by sending in one woman, he was able to have her disrupt the thought process of Ochiba, made Ochiba side with Toranaga, and now, because of that, Ishido's gonna march his army with the other, I think it's gonna be Ishido's army in the other regions, I think is what he was saying. But the heir's army, which I think is like one of the big forces, isn't gonna show up. Ochiba promised to keep it off the battlefield, and then he said that's gonna cause conflict within the regents, and then it might be, those five might fight each other, or something along those lines, and then he can just like clean up the mess. And he talked about achieving his dream at that point of creating a land with no war and peace and everything. But then Yabushige hinted at the idea of a shogun, which I know shoguns are, I believe they're like known to be more like brutal and ruthless and stuff. So I guess I'm just really curious, was he still fibbing at all? Does he truly want to try and create an era of peace? I'm curious if that is what his goal is and all that. So, but certainly an interesting scene, and he never answered the question about becoming shogun, but I had, they teased the idea of it, and I had, the last couple episodes, I just started doubting Toranaga. Like, I was like, if he's able to lie this good to, like, make me not believe it, then what else in the show could he have said that, he's lied about? And maybe it is that he doesn't want to be shogun, might have been a lie that he's told, and that might be his goal all along. But yeah, so Mariko, and I guess that really has me intrigued, as if he didn't need Mariko to die in order to did Toranaga need Mariko to die in order for Ochiba to make this decision? That actually, I kind of didn't think about that. I think that leads to a bigger possibility that the assassins really were sent by Toranaga. And maybe it wasn't even that anybody saw. Maybe nobody even saw Yabushige. Maybe it was the assassins that saw him, right? Let them in. It might have just been an entire deception. I actually think that might have been it, which kind of sucks, because I still love Toranaga, but that means he's the reason that Mariko's dead. Conflicting thoughts. But anyway, very interesting stuff. I really like the line from John mentioning, in that moment, I prayed, not to my God, not to your God, but just God. It was kind of like, a lot of these religions are so caught up in fighting other religions that it's almost like they don't just I don't know. It's there's something about that to me where it feels so much more genuine what John said. Like, it feels like that's what worship should be. It shouldn't be about what, I don't know. It shouldn't be about what other people believe. It should just be what you believe in the moment and what other people, like, we shouldn't be fighting wars over what other people believe and everything, right? Like, let anyone believe whatever they want and let that give them some solace or whatnot in the end in a moment like that, right? So, I don't know. It was just a really good line. I really liked the way that was said. So, I feel like if I was a little more eloquent, I could try to think of like a way to express why I liked it so much in words. And this is coming from someone who isn't religious. Like, I'm not religious at all. I'm probably, I don't really label myself. I'm probably closer to agnostic because I wouldn't say that there's no God. There could be. I just don't believe in one, right? So it's just one of those things. So, but I still, obviously, as being someone who doesn't believe in any religion, I can still respect people that do believe in it and enjoy the concepts when they're presented to me in shows like this. So, but yeah, that was just a really, really good moment. I also really like the moment with Fuji and John where, obviously John is using the little bit of Japanese he's learned to try and communicate, and he's lost so much recently that the conversation started with Fuji being like all excited, being like, I've been given permission to leave and go become a nun. But, John's first reaction is, no, I want you to stay here because he's lost so much. He's, if Fuji leaves, he doesn't really have anyone around him anymore. Like, he had Mariko before, he had Fuji before. Like, he had all these people that he could converse with, and now he's just gonna be alone here. And now Yabushige even, he started to, build a little bit of rapport with Yabushige, and now he's gone as well. So it's like, John really doesn't have anyone at the moment that he can just talk to on the side and all that. So I can understand his kind of selfish idea being like, no, I want you to stay. But then she's saying impossible, but then he changes gears and he's just like, Fuji best nun. That was adorable and really nice. I absolutely loved that scene. So yeah, man. What an episode. Like I said, I was just watching it and just the writing and the way it's portrayed and the deceptions and I just like how I never really know exactly what's going on because Toranaga's plans are so mysterious. I don't really know who ordered the assassins. Was it really Toranaga? Was it one of the regents? Like, even still being unsure about it and having that doubt, like, I like Toranaga because I love that, like, genius level thinking, like, where he's, like, talking about everything that's been, like, planned out and laid out and how he's able to just masterly manipulate these people into dancing right into his web is just, I love that in a character in a show. So no matter what he does, I'd find it really hard to dislike him. That's one of my favorite traits, is just seeing someone like outthink someone else. So, but also something he talked about with John, obviously keeping him around, it wouldn't matter if he was here or not, it wouldn't affect his banner at all, but he makes him laugh. And that's really, like, it makes me feel bad for John because that's just how insignificant he is in the grand scheme of all this and everything. But he told him to rebuild the ships, but then when he was talking to Yabushige, he said, I was the one that burned his ship, maybe I'll tell him someday, but for now, he's destined to probably never leave Japan and rebuild these ships that I'll probably have to destroy again. It's really interesting that, so he basically saw that John was losing hope and gave him something to do in order to hopefully steer him in the right direction and everything. and kind of like not clear his headspace, but distract him, right? In rebuilding these ships and all that. But then mention like they might be too dangerous and I might just have to destroy them myself later on. Especially I guess if he does want to create an era of peace, it's probably not good to have a fleet of warships, you know? So, but overall, I absolutely love the season. I'm gonna miss Mariko. Fuji seems to be leaving to become a nun. So it's really just, I mean, I should really learn his name before next season. But the nephew of Yabushige, who's been around a little bit, he's not really my favorite character. He's just kind of like that loyal follower who briefly had his doubts, but then managed to lock it back in, it seems. Toranaga and John are really, and it was cool learning about, I didn't write his name down either, but the samurai, the guy that was sent in as a spy. We knew he's been a spy the whole time, but John never knew that. Revealing that to John, revealing that he is like a samurai working as a vassal for Toranaga and everything. That was a really cool moment. But yeah. As a whole, I love, like I said, the trickery and everything of the show. I love the time period and learning more about, you know, like I watch a lot of anime, so there's a lot of Japanese cultures that I'm already relatively familiar with. Like, obviously, like the bowing, sitting on the floor when you eat, and a lot of those, like, different, like, cultural differences from us. The whole, like, you know, we had very early on where he tried to just say Mariko, and seeing John like try to adapt to some of these and everything, and she's like, no, it's Mariko-sama. You know, you have to add I think they're called honorifics at the end. That might not be the right word, but either way, like, but I don't have a lot of familiarity with there's still a lot of things about Japan that I don't know. Like one thing in particular, I don't know if it is still a problem or whatnot, but apparently there are a lot of earthquakes and everything. That's why their homes are built to be able to be built up as quickly as they fall down. And I thought that was one of the really cool lines in the show. I really like the whole thing about the eightfold fence, where, you know, you kind of hide behind it, or I kind of described it another way of like shoving all the bad shit behind it or whatnot. But either way, it's like a mind space where they go to. It seems like especially the women, when they're put in these situations that they don't necessarily want to be in, they have this coping mechanism essentially. So just a lot of cool, very memorable moments in the show. And I really love the development of John through the show, where he came here calling all these people barbarians, and then he makes it to Osaka and sees their culture and like their development. And I love that. That was like one of my favorite moments as well, when he was down there talking to, shoot, what was his name? He was the sailor guy that was Rodriguez. Yeah, it's been a while since we've seen him. Even though it's only a 10-episode show. Rodriguez, when he was talking to him and calling them like barbarians, and he's like, you think they're barbarians? You think their culture is lower than yours? Then I want you to go up on deck and take a look at the place we're about to arrive to, and tell me if you can still call them savages. And that was like one of my favorite moments in this show. That was so cool. Absolutely loved it. And him just going up and seeing that, it's incredible. I almost wish we could have seen England a little bit in comparison, because I'm not good with time periods. I don't really necessarily know what England looked like, but it almost says enough that they said, I shower every day, you know? I'm gonna catch some disease, meaning that it doesn't seem like where he's from, it's normal to shower every day, so I can't imagine how, like, disgusting everyone is, whereas you come to Japan and everyone's very, like, refined and all that, so... but it does make me want to look at, like, what 1600 England roughly looks like, and get like a vibe for the difference in their cultures, and more so like the building structure and architecture of the big cities or towns or whatever it's called back then. So but yeah, I can't wait to see more. I believe this show blew up. I heard about it everywhere as it was coming out, and that's one of the main reasons that I picked it up to watch it. So I'm looking forward to seeing more. I'll probably try to pick up the second season whenever it comes out if I have time, or I might have to wait till something else finishes and then pick it up, but I definitely want to get around to it. And as for what's replacing this, honestly, I'm not sure yet. I have a few things lined up and I was trying to figure it out, but I have like a lot of new shows starting up, so I gotta plan it out and figure it out. So I don't have any answer for you guys as to what's next, but keep an eye out on my Patreon. This was originally a Patreon show, so if you're watching this on YouTube, you can catch whatever I watch next, maybe the whole show, depending on how many episodes there are. You might be able to find that in the description below will be my Patreon link. So check that out if you're interested in supporting me and getting more content through there. And I'll be watching more stuff. I don't know where I was going with that. Also, you can hit that subscribe button if you did enjoy it. It's a free way to support me. Very much appreciate it, guys. And I will see you in my future reactions. Bye-bye.